I graduated. Yeah, that's the end of the intro. Hey everyone, it's Faye Grace. I read a lot of books this month. I also graduated, so that's really cool. I'm very proud of myself. I barely graduated, to be perfectly honest, so, but I read a couple books. I think I read 5 total this month. I'm actually filming this before the month ended, but I don't believe I'm gonna finish any more books this month, and even if I do, I'm not posting this till the last day, so I can always edit it. Anyway, long story short, I read 5 books this month. Yeah, so we're gonna just hop right into that. Alright, the first book I read this month was the second Heartstopper, just Heartstopper Volume 2. It doesn't have an official title. I don't have that book currently because I have a friend who's borrowing it. We watched the series together, and so he is borrowing it to read it. Anyway, I really liked it. I thought the second one was great. I thought that it added just the right amount to the first one. I thought that the themes felt very similar, so it was still a very good, fast-paced love story about these 2 young boys. I thought it was really good. I rated it 5 stars. I know some people were actually really disappointed by the second one, but I thought it was pretty good. The only problem I had was with more of a personal issue. I think it's not terribly realistic to have both parents of these children be very accepting of them being gay or bi, but also I don't necessarily think it'd be fun to read about an unaccepting family. But then again, we don't always read things to have them be fun. We always are looking at literature as kind of an example of what's happening in real life. So either way, I thought it was fine, but I would have been interested to see what would have happened if the parents aren't accepting, and I haven't finished the series, so something could always change. So, but overall, I rated that one 5 stars. Recommend it to anyone who's interested in Heartstopper. If you even think you're mildly interested in Heartstopper, I seriously recommend the series. You don't have to even read the physical books. It's also available, I believe, on Webtoons. There's a lot of, so I seriously think it's really good. Second book I read was The Last Night at the Telegraph Club. I do have a video review of this one up. I rated this one 5 stars as well. This month I've read some really high books. It's about a Chinese American girl finding out she is a lesbian and coming to terms with that. I thought it was a really good, I thought the pacing was great. I rated it 5 stars, so I obviously thought it was great. I once again recommend this one to anyone who's interested in historical fiction, LGBTQ history, anyone who's interested in really just love stories. I think it's a good love story. Yeah, this one, ooh, what else can I say about it? Content warnings for homophobia and xenophobia, that is something that is pretty prevalent through the book. So yeah. Oh, also content warnings for Heartstopper for a couple things. Let me look at my notes. Homophobia, bullying, and slurs. There are some slurs within the second Heartstopper, and yeah. Third book I read was The Family Plot, which I rated 2 stars. I did not love this book. I also have a video review of it up. I think it's an okay book if you're really, really into true crime, and if you're really, really into true crime fiction, and you have nothing else to read. And I'm sorry about that, but it's just how I feel with the book. I really do want to try more Megan Collins' work, because she is a highly acclaimed author. I think that I have no shame in saying that just this, book wasn't great, or even that I was wrong about how a book is. So I am, perfectly okay going and reading another one of her works, and I'd love to, honestly. Content warnings for this book include murder, and just general dealing with death and grief. So yeah. Fourth book I read was Cinderella is Dead. I always want to go say Cinderella is Not Dead, but it is Cinderella is Dead, by Kaylin Barron? I don't know if I'm saying her name wrong. I feel bad if I am. I gave this book 3 stars. I didn't love it. It felt like a second or third draft, and I was going to make a video review about it, but I'm afraid that people would come for me, because this book is very much a very loved book, but I also just feel like this book felt like a second or third draft. It felt like it could have done more. It felt like the characters could have gotten more appealing. I feel like the world building could have used a tiny bit more. Honestly, I feel bad, but also this book wasn't a waste of my time. I enjoyed it enough. So It wasn't terrible, but I did not love it, so that's why it's a 3-star. I recommend it if you are interested in fantasy and if you're interested in a story about a woman taking down the patriarchy. Especially a lesbian woman, because I think that's cool. A lot of my books this month were LGBTQ, which is kind of funny because Pride Month is next month, but every month is Pride Month if you try hard enough. Content warnings for this book is there's quite a few. Animal death, blood, body horror, bullying, death, emotional abuse, homophobia, misogyny, murder, sexism, and I would also say that there are some adult men being predatory towards teenage girls within the story, so that is something that, if that offends you, I would seriously not recommend this book at all, actually. I think that this book might be one you want to stay away from. But if you can handle all those things, I don't think this is a bad book. I just think it's an okay book. And the 5th and final book I read this month was Dear Grad. It's words of wisdom, encouragement for your next journey. I think this was originally actually a YouTube video, but I just picked up a copy of it at my local bookstore because I was like, that looks cool. And also, it's very colorful on the inside. Let's see how best I can show this off. It's got a lot of really pretty, like, just gorgeous, like, I love the fonts that they chose, and the doodles, and the drawings, and, yeah, and also, there's John Mulaney and John Green also talking it, so, you know, I'm a big fan of both of them, so, you get people like, who else was, you get Mark Rober, who's always pretty cool. I don't really have much against him. Lady Gaga's in it. So it's just a lot of different cool people. ASAP Science, they're cool. Jack Black, for whatever reason, is here as well. Alicia Keys. Marina. Amanda Gomez. Oh, she's just a teacher. I was like, I didn't think Marina was in this book. She's not. Just another girl named Marina. Malala, isn't it? Anyway, it just talks about their encouraging words for graduates, which was something I really enjoyed reading this month as a graduate, which is terrifying. And I don't actually remember, what did I read this? I think I rated it 4 stars, as it wasn't like a super inspiring book, but it is in the moment something I definitely recommend to graduates. So if you yourself have graduated and you're kind of needing that encouragement, read it. I think it's good. But I also believe it is just available as a YouTube video. And I think it is like a video that came out in 2020. It is very much, the book is centered around the class of 2020, but as somebody who was in high school during 2020, you know, it still felt kind of towards me, like I'm talking about how it's unprecedented times. Like, we do kind of have a precedent now of what's going to happen, but it is still a little bit relevant and prevalent. Prevalent? Is that the right word? Relevant in our society. I'm gonna end the sentence there because I don't know where it's going. Anyway, that goes on a different shelf, so I will put that away later. I read 5 books this month. My goal for next month is to read 4 books. I figured my goal this month was actually only to read 3 books, but that was just because I was coming out of a reading slump. But this month, I want to read 1 book each week, which should be fun. I am actually going out of town. I'll be in Boston, which I'm saying only because Boston's a huge city, and literally, I don't think anyone's gonna be able to find me in Boston. Plus, I don't think many people watch these videos yet, so I'm gonna be in Boston, so hopefully I'll be able to get some reading done there, possibly on the subway, because that'll be fun. Very much stuff. I really enjoy subways and public transit, so it's a lot of fun for me to read on them. I think it's kind of just, it feels very much like you're living in that space, and I really like it, so yeah. But I'm going to be in Boston, and then I'm actually going to be going to my college orientation later this month. I'm very excited for that. So hopefully I'm able to get my reading done, but because of those couple things, I'm not going to be upset if I only got 3 or 2 books even, but hopefully I'll get 4, and best case scenario, I get 5 or 6, you know. Best case scenario, I get like 8, but let's be realistic here. I'm going to try to get back into audiobooks, which should help. I just was for a little bit just into audiobooks because I was trying to do podcasts, which podcasts are great, but audiobooks count towards my reading goal. So, other than that, I think this is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. This has been kind of a shorter wrap up than some other months, but I really appreciate that you for watching. If you want to do the like, comment, subscribe things, that really helps me out. It makes me feel very motivated. And I'll see you guys next week with another video. Bye-bye.